All right, folks, this is Eric Bland here, Indiana Bass Nation Youth Director with event number one, a little bit of an update. All right, so I sent this picture out earlier this week with all the information for our normal track flow for Monroe. But here's the problem, folks. Right here is underwater. Okay, so this plan is going to have to change a little bit. All right. Now, here's what I want to happen. So once again, this right here is underwater. I still think this first parking lot and then even the high water ramp are your two places to get your boat prepped up. All right. Make sure you get there and get prepped. Now, here's the change though. When you are ready to go, and not until you're ready to go, you're going to come down this lane right here to get your boat checked before you get onto the ramp. Okay. The other thing that's going to change is this. You see that I slightly moved? I'm going to put my tent right there for the registration. So when you guys come in the morning, you'll be able to drop a kit off there and then go to one of those two other places to get yourself ready and prepped. All right. Remember, we're starting at 5 o'clock in the morning and you got to be in the water before 7. All right. Because I'm going to start launching at 7. So once again, this picture you saw that I sent out already, it's not going to work. The registration's moved over here a little bit, and this parking lot here ain't good enough. Like, this is underwater here. Now, technically, I did see it shallow enough that you could probably drive through there, but I wouldn't. All right. So once again, you're going to come back this way, and we're going to try to check boats like right along that road there. All right. So the other thing that's going to change is this. All of this stuff under here, like this courtesy dock is underwater, and this plan I'd sent out for our new staging is a little bit different. Okay. So instead, based on the way the water was and everything, we're going to be, this courtesy dock is still up and running. Okay. So I want my juniors closest to the dock here, high school boats 1 through 30, and then 31. Now, you don't need to go this far out, but that's where you're going to be. All right. And when I start calling names and stuff, boat numbers, you're going to idle by here and then turn to the main or up creek. Okay. A couple things. Do not wait until your number's called. Okay. If you hear me calling number 10 and you're in boat 15, you need to start moving yourself up this way so that whenever I call you, you're ready to go. Okay. If your boat number is 65, you better not be up here in the front. All right. Now, it's really important that you do not, like, we're trying to idle by this way. It's going to be hard, but don't cross the traffic and don't gun it until you've cleared everybody. So, a couple things in the morning. First of all, do not block traffic in those parking lots. All right. Either park in a real parking spot or make sure you're not parking anywhere that's in the block of the traffic. When you actually do park, make sure you're only using one parking spot out there. When you get in the boat check, folks, remember, we're going to be checking navigation lights. Make sure they're on. Make sure your live well is open. Make sure your kill switch is ready to go. Okay, so when you get in this line right here, that's what I'm expecting. Everything ready to go. When you're at the ramp is not super, you don't have a lot of runway there. So make sure you turn off your headlights and then be quick at the courtesy dots. You can't just sit there and wait the whole time. All right. Now, I know juniors, that's a little tougher because you may not be able to run the trolling motor out there safely. But if you can, just get yourself in there and out. All right. Once again, staging. Try to get yourself in the right group and number. Okay. Start moving towards the dock before your number is called and don't cross that ramp traffic. We're also going to change things up in the afternoon as well. Okay. We're not going to use the shelter house. Instead, I'm going to stage right here where that flooded area is. The BFL today did a really good job, so we're going to use that same spot. Okay. First of all, you are going to. First of all, make sure you must check in. There's going to be someone right here at the dock, and you've got to make sure you're checking in. If you don't, you may not get to fish with me again. It's extremely important I know who's on the water and who isn't. Okay. We are going to do a trailered weigh-in. Okay, so go if you got fish, go and get your boat trailered up. And you probably, since I'm going to be right here, you probably want to park in this lot here when you bring your fish back. Um, Come and get a weight bag, and then I'm going to have the scales right there. We have hot dogs and everything else. Hey, real excited for this season to start. Really pleased that the ramp is up and running. We do have to make a couple adjustments, but overall should be pretty good. I'll see you tomorrow. Let me know if you got any questions.